right, Coach. We're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A big welcome back here for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Rosen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now Carr throwing on second down, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On third down, Rosen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 26. Carr going to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On second down, Lynch. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun now on third down. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Detroit! Hot!
Now it's Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Carr gives to Marshawn. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 734.
To throw, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's the rookie from Fordham. It's Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rosen looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a give to Lynch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The son Reddick coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Carr, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Rosen. David Johnson here on the catch. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
action here with Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Carr throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the give, this is Lynch. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his Carr on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they work?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 59 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Being chased out left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On second down, Rosen looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Now Rosen on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Hot!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what, again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The son Reddick in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. throw on second down. Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover.
It's over, but that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Detroit!
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hurry up, here we go! Gun!
From the gun on third down as Rosen steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Yardage brought down at the 32. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On second down, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, twisting away. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back to throw, Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Carr. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Carr now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys? Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about